watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this video. Today we are back playing Fazbear Entertainment Storage. In the last video we completed nights 1 through 5 in this hellish warehouse, and we attempted night 6, and you know, Withered Fredbear and Spring Bonnie were there, and they were creeping up and, you know, murdering me because I kept doing an oopsie. But we're heading back into the game today as we're gonna try and complete night 6 and hopefully unlock the extras menu and whatever there is in store. But if you guys like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe and ring that bell because you never want to miss a video like this. And yeah, I'm gonna try to be posting more. You know, we got Fusmas. So I did make a note to myself. I actually wrote it on paper and I still have it here. Printer noise, do not move. Printer noise equals do not move. Yeah, do not flip / pull down cam system. I need to move my water. And I need to do this.
Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. Someone used it. Found us and we're acting right.
From that day, he called like those peculiar demons, which dwell in matter, but no light will be found. My soul is filled with evil, and this place must be burned. For the dead, no one sleep in their graves, nor those that remember them, until they are destroyed through my hand.
I tabbed out, bro. And this is... I'm dead. Everything lagged. Fuck this guy. We're glocked in. I'm a little bit rusty. I didn't play this game yesterday. This is so... So for me recording, this is... I don't know what noise that is. Is that a camera going out? Please that. I did it. And I think that was the wrong one too. Oh, first try too, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I knew what I was doing. I just didn't need to remember the printer noise, and I knew I had it in the bag. I kept constantly getting to 3 a.m. Fourth try? I think I only attempted 3 tries last time. Ooh. That's it. Fazbear Entertainment Storage. This is a good game. Very fast-paced too, but I liked it. Is that all? Anything in the background? No. Oh. Fangam by Michael Galato. Based on the 5 Minutes Freddy series by Scott Cawthon. Music by Super SMZ. And voice casting by all those people. Beta tested by all those people. This was a good game, though. I like that. You know, for me putting this on the back burner of games I wanted to play, I kind of wish I got to this sooner. This game was phenomenal. Phenomenal. I almost just said phenomenal, man. Like, this is Dispatch. It's not Dispatch. No, I actually, like, really enjoyed this game. The models were all good. The music, like, the main menu music especially was good. The final, like, night that we just did, the 6th night, was also really good. The models and all that. Like, everything was just really good about this game. And all the mechanics were fun too. They were like simple, but they were fun. I think the hardest night though probably wasn't the 6th night. That was definitely the 5th night. With having to deal with all the toy animatronics and their mechanics, and then Balloon Boy constantly off in here. But then Mangle in the vents, but you can't camp the vent cameras. Even though Mangle's like moving really fast, you have to go to the other cameras and find Puppet and stare at them. So, you know, that is pretty cool. Thank you for playing. And we get the extras. Hey, let's check out the extras. Toy Freddy. Sweet. Love the model. Toy Bonnie. Yep. The main guy in, like, the thumbnail and everything. So he was, like, the main character in quotations, I guess. Toy Chica. Lengthy. Stretch out your neck. You're missing a foot. Mangle. I mean, it's just a bigger Mangle with withered on it. That's pretty cool. Balloon Boy. That's pretty cool. Like that one. Puppet. I mean, it's just a puppet with a crack in it, I guess, and dirtier. Spring Bonnie. I love this model. So good. And Fredbear. And it's even got the blood on it, too. There's not a lot of tear to Fredbear compared to, like, Spring Bonnie. But, you know, it's still pretty cool. Jump scares. Ow. That's cool. Oh, the light, the power on and up. You can't get a jump scare from the boy. Oh. Alright. Toy Bonnie. We only got Toy Freddy jump scare. Yeah, that. Toy Chica. Pretty cool. Mangle. That's pretty cool. Puppet. Ooh. Oh, they fly at you. That's kind of cool. Lights out. And their eyes turn on. Spring Bonnie, which we got a couple of times. Fredbear. Oh, you can get 3 different Fredbear jump scares. Yeah, this one's definitely the better one. I like that the eyes are like glazed over. Dev notes. Making Toy Bonnie. It's cool. Toy Bonnie was the character that was first in line for a lot of things in the game's development. He was the first character model made, the first character programmed, and the first character to have a jump scare made. When I first started work on his model, I didn't have a remake of FFS in mind at all. I was just making the model for fun. However, once I had finished it, the idea became enticing. He serves as the game's unofficial mascot. Most fan games that take place in the FNAF universe use Freddy, which makes sense considering he's the character that both Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and the FNAF series named after. But I feel like Toy Bonnie was both a more interesting design and a more recognizable design than Toy Freddy. I also felt that he worked better with the blue tones of the environment. Yeah, that is true. Toy Chica. Toy Chica was the second character model made for the game, and was probably the one I had the most fun designing. One of the complaints I've seen often with toy animatronics in FNAF 2 is that they simply weren't scary enough, especially compared to the other fantastic character designs that FNAF 2 had to offer. to resetify? Brain no brain. Anyway, I tried to exaggerate the most unsettling aspects of each toy animatronic and their withering. I think Toy Chico was the biggest success in this regard. Her crooked smile has unsettled many a playtester? Has unsettled many a playtester. Okay. During the playtesting, she was the character that got people killed most frequently because she would arrive at the office vent and stubbornly refuse to leave, sometimes for the entire night. To resetify this, her AI was adjusted to make this happen much less often, but I'll miss watching playtesters panic as she kept draining more of their power. That's cool. She definitely had, yeah, she is a cool design. I didn't even realize the wait. I didn't realize the cupcake was in her stomach. That's cool. She got the glazed over eyes. I didn't even realize that. Toy Freddy, he's missing his whole hip. That's cool. Toy Freddy was the third character model made for the game and presented the greatest design challenge for me. I'd like to use this note to thank Odium, mentioned in the game's credits as a creative assistant. He was a big help in designing each character model, and he was the one responsible for the red scribble sketches. Oh. Oh yeah, to like get rid of the foot and those parts and like make his eye. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, the Toy Bonnie with like that eye. That would have been cool. I like Toy Bonnie now, and I feel like, I mean, I guess Toy Freddy has that thing with like the eyes, but imagine if Toy Bonnie had like the eye falling. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, visible on a few pages. Original Toy Freddy left instantly when the flashlight shined them. Playtesters felt this made him too easy to deal with, so his mechanic was changed. Toy Freddy's leaving animation was created by Hayes, who was mentioned in the credits for additional animation. He asked if he could create an animation for the game and did a fantastic job. I thanked him with a hidden Easter egg that can be accessed during any night. How do you do that? Mangle. Mangle was the fourth character model created, being the final model of the main four. Surprisingly, the design process for her came the most natural to me. How do you wither a character that was already almost entirely exposed endoskeleton? Simply, you don't take away, you give. Mangle's rig has 127 individual joints. She was an absolute blast to pose for her camera renders and had a self-imposed challenge of every pose being done from scratch to keep each render feeling nice and mangly. Mangle's my favorite character for FNAF 2, and I wanted to make sure she had a unique and memorable mechanic for this game. This sacrificing of extra endo parts to jam the vent fans was an idea I was really happy with, and was kept hidden from playtesters until they tried the game for themselves. Their panic upon hearing the first van go down told me everything I need to know. That's cool. So the extra endo parts they had on Mangle, I didn't even get to encounter this, but they would like take them off and jam them in the vents. That's kind of cool. Okay, so we're at Balloon Boy. In all honesty, I didn't care much about BB when I first started development. He was a late addition, however, I did not regret adding him to the game in the slightest, almost without fail. The first hello would cause playtesters to swear at me, and that alone made his addition to the game worth it. Puppet. Another, oh, yeah, this was like very simple. But I mean, you can't really do much with Puppet, I guess. But like the cracks in the mask, you know, helped. Other late addition, but one that made all too much sense. The Puppet was the last character programmed into the main night gameplay. Though its model was originally planned to be tattered and torn, I felt like this was a bit excessive. I ended up taking a less is more strategy with its design, going with a simple cracked mask. The Puppet went under more AI changes and testing than any other character. I'll admit, initially the Puppet was a bit of a pushover. It could only appear in cams 5 and 7, and went away instantly when I looked at it. Following tester feedback, this was changed twice. First, the Puppet was changed to appear on all the ground level cameras, then changed again to take a few seconds to leave. Feedback towards these changes was overwhelmingly positive. Spring Bonnie. Spring Bonnie was created years after the other character models, only being made once the game resumed development after an extended hiatus. Unlike the other character, which were textured in Blender, unlike the other characters, which were textured in Blender texture paint, Spring Bonnie's textures were made using Substance Painter, and would later be used for Fredbear. Sorry, Spring Bonnie's mask is slightly disordered to give an appearance of a crooked smile from certain angles. Designing him was challenging, as I had to make sure players wouldn't mistake him for Springtrap, and also recognize that this wasn't the suit that became Springtrap. His destroyed arm, it features Springtrap doesn't have, was part of my solution to fix this issue. Yeah, that's really cool. Wait, a crooked smile from some angles? Oh, you can kind of see it, I guess. That's cool. Fredbear was... Oh, wait. That's cool. Fredbear was the final character model for the game, though I had initially planned for Fredbear to be much more withered. I ended up keeping him mostly whole, removing sections of limbs, made him feel too weak to be a threat. The intimidation that many players felt when they first saw Nightmare Fredbear in FNAF 4 is something I wanted to replace. Originally, Fredbear would sneak into the office from Camp 7 and forcibly pull down the player's monitor while it was up. This function similarly to the weather animatronics from FNAF 2, where the player only had a short amount of time to put on the mask. However, this was both jarring and didn't mesh well with existing gameplay, so the mechanic was changed. The development of the game has been quite the journey, almost 3 years from start to finish. While much of that time was not active development, it still feels nice to get this section out of my closet. Hopefully it was worth the wait. I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing FNAF-wise now that the game is done. This game was the accumulation of all of the inspirations, talents, and passion I had picked over the years of being in the community. While I'm much less involved with the community now, this game has always been intended as my special thanks to FNAF as a whole. I'm not sure what the future holds, but regardless of what I do next, I hope you guys will be with me for it. Thank you for playing, and I hope you enjoyed. Until we meet again, Michael. And then we have custom night. 2020 mode. Oh, wait, 2020. The show must go on. Creepy crawlies, power struggle, follow me, cupcake challenge, golden Freddy. Cupcake challenge, is that all at 5? Yeah. And the custom. Did they do the... Oh, they don't. I like when fan games make it to where like they slowly start looking at you and whatnot and custom. But that's pretty cool. I don't know, but I'll probably... Fine, I'll attempt 2020 mode. I'm not gonna beat it. Because you gotta deal with... Fuck, you gotta deal with Mangle. Okay, we'll give it one attempt. But yeah, no, this game was fantastic. We'll give this one attempt and then we'll end the video. Because I don't want to drag this on too long, as we literally just came to do the nights and all that. This is hard. I tabbed out, bro. And this is... I'm dead. Everything lagged. Fuck this guy. That's hard. Yeah, that's hard. I'll take it. We get to 1 a.m. That's hard. You got to deal with, like, everyone. Facial scan unsuccessful. I hate this game doesn't have mouse lock. That's my only complaint. But, guys, that was Fazbear Entertainment Storage. Overall, a fantastic Five Nights at Freddy's fan game. I might even go back and play, like, the first game. Because this is like a story game. So this is the second game. I might go back and play the first game. But that's if you guys want to see it. And if it's still up. But I had a lot of fun playing this game. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching it just as much as I had fun playing it, and I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.
He's making a list and checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town.